New York City is that place that never sleeps. There are so many ghost stories and legends around this place that it's almost unreal. Today we're going deep into Washington Square Park, one of the city's most haunted places, and believe me, shit's about to get heavy. In these past few weeks, I've been doing some research about interesting places and topics to explore around the city. So many perspectives, so many places, so many stories, and I bumped into the topic of Washington Square Park. That place is known for holding so many legends and myths, disturbing facts, dark history events, and of course, the juicy part, ghost stories. So, very briefly, let's hear the story. Over 200 years ago, our beloved New York City was in a very similar situation to what it was until recently, aka dealing with diseases. But instead of that, it was the yellow fever epidemic when it was rippling through the city streets. Unfortunately, this situation claimed the lives of thousands of people, which many of them were laid to rest in public burial grounds known as Potter's Fields. You guessed right, Washington Square Park is one of those places. And guess where we're heading? You guessed right again, Washington Square Park. So that exact same night, I grabbed my stuff and started heading towards New York City. That place had definitely gotten my interest after doing some research about it. So there you have me, traveling from my small little town in the East Coast all the way towards New York City. It's so strange for me to exit the train station and not immediately rush to go do something, if I'm being honest. For the first time in a while, I had the entire night to dive into the city. So once I exit the station, I start making my way to the park. It's really nice for me to see the city at that time at night. So I took my sweet time to get there. This place is night candy at night after all. And here I go. I am getting close to the park, and of course, the pressure building. I had never been in the park this late at night before, so it was definitely a whole new vibe that I was not expecting at all. Once I get to the park, I started exploring the surroundings, looking for potential places to run to or hide into in case I needed to. You never know. To be honest, I was starting to get a little paranoid. Of course, waiting for the perfect moment for me to enter rapidly. It starts getting late, so I know I need to act fast. And then suddenly I see a gap with no one around, and as simple as that, we made it in. Of course, once I'm inside, I immediately start looking for a dark place or bench that I can kinda get settled to observe the surroundings. I was walking normally when I suddenly hear someone yell. There was legit someone yelling in the middle of the park at that time. So I ran into one of these dark sections and I hid behind a tree. I suddenly stopped talking because I realized someone was staring directly at the tree I was hiding behind. So I directed my focus towards it. I think this person noticed that I started observing them too, and they immediately started walking. Once I had become aware of the situation, I started moving with extreme caution. Something that started to concern me is that the person who had looked at me had started circling the tree I was on. I wasn't sure if they were just minding their own thing or observing what I was gonna do, or if they had even seen me. So I took the smallest opportunity I had. I waited until this person was far enough from my sight, and I ran to get to the center of the park. Once I was there, I was finally able to sit down and think for a bit. I observed the park from that perspective and realized that absolutely everyone was gone by that point. So I sat down in the fountain. I laid back for a bit. I started to feel more confident because there was no one in sight. While I was spiraling about the situation, I put my tripod down, recording for a while, in case anything happened. I was about to turn it off to move away when I suddenly hear, I did hear that, loud and clear. The sound itself paralyzed me because it caught me in a moment where I started to feel comfortable. I did not move from there or even move to my side for I would say at least a good 10 seconds, trying to grasp if what I heard had been actually someone, a ghost, an animal, or I don't know, man. I was on my nerves by that point. After that, I took a deep look to the park from the fountain center very carefully, and there was absolutely nobody around. So I decided to come out of the fountain to start exploring again. I remember about the hanging tree at the park, and I decided to try to find it. I take my sweet time to get some nice shots and explore the park's layout. As I'm walking, as I'm exploring the park, I can easily hear the sound of leaves crushing, like something moving, surrounding me no matter towards where I would move, like someone or something following me. I shoved in my head the idea that I was just being paranoid and kept exploring regardless. If I am being honest, the sounds and the feeling of being observed had just intensified throughout the whole night. I was about to give up finding the tree when I suddenly hear something solid crushing against the ground next to one of the trees. It was a solid blow, like something had been launched and then landing. And when it turned, that threw me off so much. That was interesting. That was not something I see and hear every day. The sound of something heavy landing and then that, I took that as my sign that it was about time for me to leave. I had seen a lot, and the paranoia of being observed, being harmed by someone or something, or just getting in trouble for being there so late was not helping at all. I was exiting the park when I heard literal footsteps approaching behind me. I did not see anything, so I rushed out of there as fast as I could. It's so strange how a place built for laughter, music, and love can feel like a mouth holding its breath at night. All those legends, all those ghost stories. That place definitely holds so much energy from the past. I was able to feel it as I approached it. I kept telling myself it was just a city. The way it breathes, the way it decays, the way it watches. But the scream, the circling, that rat, it didn't run from me. It was running with me. And whatever it was running from, I don't think I ever saw it. I just felt it. And maybe, only maybe, that's even worse.